Hey everyone, it's Kino here. Today we're going to take a look at standing splits. Not standing up and taking your legs, but folding forward and extending your back leg. A really great way to prepare for this is a three-legged dog. So let's go ahead and take downward facing dog. Now, from downward facing dog, you're going to reach out with your fingertips, draw the sitting bones towards each other, and engage your quadriceps. From here, you're going to point your right toe behind, and then inhale, lift your right leg, and keep it in alignment with your torso. And let's stay here for a few breaths. Press more into your left heel, and then gently exhale as you reach that right leg nice and high. Pivot down into your left hip joint and point your right toes as much as you can. Keep your shoulders aimed forward while the pelvis lifts up and back. Feel the left hamstring elongating and the left inner thigh elongating. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Point your right toes and pivot forward, and then exhale. Aim your right toes to the ground, plant it back into the downward facing dog, and we'll switch the sides. Left toes back, keep it in alignment with your pelvis, press down through your right heel, and then inhale, pivot into your right hip joint. So you should be feeling an elongation of your right hamstring and a stretching through the right inner thigh. Feel the power and the extension through the left leg, and square your shoulders as much as you can. Stay here for a few more breaths, lift it high, and then exhale. Take your left toes down, return to downward facing dog. Now, from downward facing dog, you're going to walk forward. Inhale, lift your head, look up. Exhale, fold forward. From here, you're going to pay careful attention to what's going on in your pelvis. So squeeze the sitting bones forward and towards each other for a moment, and then exhale, fold gently down. Now, we're going to start off by lifting the right leg. So I want you to bend down into the left leg, take your right foot back behind you, and then inhale, slowly lean a little bit forward, opening your hips ever so slightly. Then exhale as you fold into that left hip joint and let your torso slide around your thigh so you can find the vertical line. Look gently up at the ceiling if you can spot at a single point. Don't try to look for your toes, just let them reach behind you. And then lift your head, look up, and then exhale, fold all the way down. Again, lift your head, look up, exhale, fold and down. Now, when you're doing this, pay careful attention to what goes on in the hips. There's a little bit of a shift that has to happen as you bend forward and down. So I'm going to initiate this motion and pay attention to how the torso slides over and what happens to the sitting bones. Then, trying on the right side, stabilize the shoulders because you're standing on your arms. So reach down. Now here's the moment where the torso is aligned forward. Then, and this is what goes on with the hips, pivot forward into the right hip joint as you allow your leg to reach more and more towards the vertical line. Keep elongating through your right hamstring, open the back of your right knee, and point your left toes up as much as you can. Find a spot on the ceiling that you can look at, and then inhale, lift your head, exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift your head, look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, roll your spine all the way up, and return to standing. So this is a nice, easy way to work on your standing splits, which emphasize the hamstrings more than your back bend. So proceed with caution and never pull your muscles too far too soon. Surrender into the work while stabilizing your core, and you'll feel your standing splits getting better every day.